Hello everybody, this is Big Stack Numismatics. I want to welcome all my fellow coin collectors out there. Hope everyone's doing great. It is Saturday, April 16th, and I've got another early American commemorative to share with you. Before we get to that though, I'm going to ask, if you're watching this video and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I'd ask you to please consider to do so. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as fast as I can, so thank you for considering that. Now, I have been on a rampage trying to collect early American commemoratives. When I first started by picking up, I believe my first one was the George Washington Carver and Booker T. Washington $50, and I thought it was neat. And I saw, of course, the list of was it like 60 of them or whatever that have been issued. But going through and buying some, I have this handy dandy little checklist that I've been going through and updating, which kind of is cool because it sets the goal, you know. And so I'm trying to think, I probably have, I don't know, 14 or something like that so far. But I've got another one here, and I'm pretty excited about this one. This one is the Pilgrim, 1920 Pilgrim, and it is minted to commemorate the tercentenary of the 300-year anniversary of the Pilgrims arriving at the shores of North America. Here's the details right here. Mint State 65. It is CAC'd. Let's take a look at this one right here. On the obverse here, we have a pilgrim holding a Bible, and it's some fairly open fields to the side. Of course, this one has some toning around the edges, but it's interesting because it's got kind of like this wood grain kind of like feel as you gaze on this particular side. All right, let's take a look at the reverse here. And here's the Mayflower. Nice solid design. And again, 1920. They did issue these 1920 and 21. There's a total mintage allowed of 300,000. And interestingly enough, they minted 200,000 in 1920. And I believe 145 were sold. They were sold for $1. And at this time, Congress did not sell these direct. They allowed, I believe it was the Tercentenary Commission or something like that for this coin to raise money towards the celebration that they would have for the 300th anniversary of the Pilgrim's Landing. And interestingly enough, when you do some research on this coin, they say that this coin being issued marks the first time that they minted more than one example for the sole purpose of getting collectors to try to buy the second one to complete a set, and had started off a trend. So in other words, the reason for continuing to mint after the first year was simply just to try to keep collectors buying the next one, right? Anyway, I mentioned that they minted 200,000, 145 survived, which means they sent over 50,000 back to be melted. The following year in 1921, after the big recession that happened that year, interest died off dramatically, and they actually sent about 80,000 back to be minted. So there's only a 20,000 mintage for 1921, and like I said, about 145,000, I believe, for 1920. But like I said, a nice design. Take a look at that reverse again. Okay, let's take a look at the Pcgs search verification page. When we go to that, we see, all right, MS65. They have a population of 1,234 at this grade, and there's 591 higher. This is showing that the price has gone up recently, and at current book value, retail at least, is $260. Now, if we go over to the price history page, and of course we see a dramatic, like we do for a lot of these commemoratives, boy, even at the end of the 1970s, we're still looking at, about $160 or so. And then in the mad rush of the end of the 80s, 1983 through about 1988, it ascends to $3,000 for an MS65. Crazy, and of course crashing back down and correcting, essentially. In 1995, we're looking at about $500, and up and down, topsy-turvy, until we get to 2009. They're saying about $300. And then all the way down to $185 value, and that lasted from about the middle of 2018 to December 1st of 2020. And this coin has since appreciated to 200, 225, 235, and now up to 260. So it's got a nice trend over the last year, going from $200 to 260 in terms of what the value is considered to be retail, at least. I paid $265 for this coin, which is more than the retail even, but I had been shopping for this one for a while, and this was the best example that I came up with. Of course, the fact that it's got the green bean on it, I was willing to pay a little bit more. But yeah, so here we have another one for the collection here. So I can go to my checklist. This one's going to be on this side here. Some of the earliest examples. And let's see here. Pilgrim right here, 1920, 21. And I'm not collecting both. I'm just going to get the one, at least right now. So there goes that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 commemoratives now. So we're kind of on a little bit of a roll. That feels pretty good. I'm going to kind of keep at it. I do like to keep my eyes open for some of these, and of course some of the more exclusive ones. I don't know how we're going to get the Hawaiian. I know there are some out there, but they are really expensive and hard to get. So I'll be paying attention to that. Of course, the Panama Pacific is going to be a challenge as well, I believe. But yeah, I'm kind of just really enjoying every single one of these that I get. So it's just a fun little search and kind of keep my eyes open for these. Really looking forward to opportunity this summer. I'm hoping to go to a big coin show nearby, and would really love to be able to have some resources to pick up a few more while I'm there. So that's all I've got for you right now. Sure appreciate you watching this video. This is Big Stack Numismatics, and I hope that all of you have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll be back at you next time. Have a good one.